Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In our last episode, we continued this town in the Royal Woodlands, dealing with a little bit of impatience. And we are near the end, though. We only have 5 more points to go here, but of course we're 3 points from the end there. We are working toward at least 1, 2, maybe 3 of these orders, and we have 4 left, but we also have a couple of choices to make. So there was a couple of suggestions, a couple of differing suggestions on which building we should take. One suggestion was to take the beaver house. We have 21 beavers. We could rebuild a bunch of houses to house all the beavers, and they would each get +3 global resolve, which would put them at 24. We could favor them, and that would nudge them up to 29, which doesn't quite get them to 30, but maybe we could satisfy something else with that. The other option would be to take the guild house and sell the wine, or use the wine luxury, which would give the beavers and consumption control. We can find this +10. So that seems like the better way to go, although we are limited in the wine we can actually make. Now, we did select, not there, but here, to make the luxury goods out of this wine, which I now do not want to do, so we should probably deselect that. And if I have any wine in here, which I don't, we could return it. But I think that's probably the better option, is to take the guild house, at least to get a little bit of short-term satisfaction out of the beavers, and go from there. But we also ended the episode with an event to choose from, and here we can choose from either chasing them away, which will cause additional fishman totems to spawn, or we can bribe them, which we could also afford to do. The stuff is nice, don't get me wrong, but we probably should get this game over with before we lose. So I think we should just use some tools, chase this away, feed in a couple of people, don't care who, and get started. Having a few people available for the fishman totems when they spawn every 60 seconds. But in addition to that, I also want to give them some building tasks to do. Let's build the farms out here. Let's grab one of these guys and come over here to... maybe not yet. Delete 2 of these, and then move this over here. And chop that tree, and then maybe just let them stay over here and work on that one. But we can also clear out several of these trees that are here kind of in the way. And we can take the road into this area. Actually, that's a good spot for it. Good job, Wally. And kind of just do maybe one of these numbers for right now. And then finally, I want to also build the farms out here and get that ready to be staffed up too, which will be next year, which we may not still be here next year. But if we are, then I want to get them going. So let's do that as well. And we can also staff this up if we had scrolls or incense, which we don't, but we can also staff it up to get this, which we don't have any scrolls, and that, yeah. And I didn't take the scrolls recipe, and I possibly should have, and I was commented upon that in the last episode. But it's kind of like, do I take this one great thing or this other great thing, you know? So I took one. 21. Okay, you're good. Humans are good, and beavers should be good as soon as they start drinking that wine that we need to build the guild house for. Why don't we put this right in here? Because that looks kind of fun. That there, that there. Chop, chop. Also speed up the game. There's one other thing to talk about, and that is the ranch we just built. And I paused because I want to actually talk this through. So if we switched this to making the fabric out of leather, it's 6 units either way to make 3 cloth. This will take 2 units of plant fiber and turn it into 4 units of leather. That's a doubling, and that's a better option. So let's do 30 here. Let's also clear that, and do any more of these we might have here. I'm just going to do 30s in all these. I may or may not keep those like that, but for the purposes of this, yeah. And so we want to we don't have any plant fiber right now available in the storage. We could also feed them vegetables. We can also feed vegetables to get meat, which we might want, and we can also use some other things here to get eggs, which we probably don't really need. But if I sacrifice one person in here, and sacrifice meaning I make them work in here, not actually kill them, then I can switch this to being just clear that number there, just leather here. We can send the fabric, so the plant fiber back, and then we'll actually get, for the cost of 3 plant fiber, because 2 plant fiber becomes 4, therefore 3 becomes 6, and 6 is used here to make 3. We can make 3 fabric from 3 plant fiber with the cost of an extra worker, rather than making 3 fabric from 6 plant fiber. So it's a good thing, especially when you're in this stage, when you only have this to work with, that you might want that to be the case. Oh, and they just took a 10 of that, or a bunch of that for that. That's good. And how is this going? A couple of minutes left. Here's the Fishman Totem. Let's pick that up. And let's assign a worker here. One of you, go. These just are an annoyance by raising hostility. You don't get anything for clearing them. You also don't get anything, anything bad kind of permanently. They just are that little bit of an annoyance there. You have to keep sacrificing workers, or assigning workers to deal with. Let's do that. That's covered. This one's covered. We'll plow that in this next storm, because it's probably not going to be enough time to bother. Nope, not enough. We could staff that up anytime. Also, is that still just the one? Yeah, let's clear that. Oh, trades. Let's take a look at trades. Here, we could part with parts now, but that's not a good deal. Actually, that's not a bad deal. That's a good deal. 16 leather, 224. We could do that one though too. And here's a part, 239 too. That's an even better deal. Let's part with a couple of these parts. Trader's Rest, yeah, like 2 of them, I would say. And then maybe this one we could just do 1 of. That'll be fine. Because this will get us 12, and I didn't want to do 3 of these because I didn't want to sacrifice that much leather. But we'll see how that goes, how that plays out for us. So that should get us a second one of these once it's done. Fishman Totem, assign a worker, go. And then you just need more everythings. Ooh, here, give some help. We must have picked up a bunch of fabric. Fabulous. Fabulous. Stonecutter's Camp. We got plenty of clay for you to pick up. Let's just do this block out here. Let's do this differently then. Stonecutter, come and get it. Totem. Okay, the one's cleared now, by the way, so we got our worker back. Put you down here, just for reasons. Just reasons. Let's do right there. That way this is still in range. Herbalist, what do you got? Nothing. Okay, well then. Alright. There's another point. Or, no, hostility change. Never mind. Never mind. Trade route complete. Let's turn in both of those and see what we can get now. Probably not the stone. I could part with the tools, although we don't have... I could part with this fabric, too, since we got a bunch of it for free. I don't want to part with those. Beaver Brook. How much do they need? 14. We could do 4 stacks of that. That's expensive, but we could do it. No. That's a pretty good deal again, but I don't know how many more of those I want to part with. But 3 of them should be fine. Let's do that. I can't do more than one of those. Let's do then... Not going to part with food, although I've got a decent amount now. Let's part with 4 of these, just to get that to 12 also. And let's turn this in, too. Boom. Woodcutters need to move. You can go over here. Oh, there's not enough room there. You know what? Come down here and cut this tree. Just because I want you to. And we just got 4 people, which means we need to house 10 people. Oops. Oops. Let's deal with that, then. Is this enough out of range yet? Not quite. What about out here? Oh yeah, we could do out here. Let's just put it, like, right there so we can get started. And then we'll get some houses started out here, too. Wait, what do you need? Stuff I don't have. That might not be good. We'll see how it goes. This. That. This. That. Should cover everybody. Once we can get, the planks we need. This is getting built, though, which means we'll have planks. And these guys can deliver those, which means we'll have planks. So through the Ancient is here, which means we'll have planks. No, that doesn't mean we'll have planks. Actually, it does mean we'll have planks, if we wanted to. Plus 25% to clearance duration. We could lower hostility by 50 points. I might do that. And we could also produce oil, incense, and coats. Yes, we should do that. Yeah, we should do that. Let's buy that one. I may just buy this one too, unless there's something better that I should do, like buy this wine. Buying the wine. And how about some ale as well? Auto. How about, no, not the ale. Let's do, well, maybe the ale, because I want to do something possibly to do packages with, to get those, to trade those things done. Yeah, let's do the ale too, if I can afford it all, which I can. Actually, maybe I should part with these first. Could. Let's buy some more stuff. Buy a bunch of coats. Clay we're gonna make. Pottery we could make if we had the clay. Don't need resin. Good lord, we don't need resin. Could buy some fabric, could buy some planks, but we have enough planks now. Let's do this. Well. Let's auto this. Okay, that works. Trade. Buy this. Okay. And then take a look at this building. Temple. That's the holy one we got, so you don't need that. Monastery. We could use that to sell some of that ale that I just bought. Bathhouse. We don't have the ability to make tea, I don't think. Nope. But this would give us production rate is faster and villagers leave slower. Don't probably need that. Or we could go with the tavern, which gives us +2 to 3 to global resolve. This lowers hostility by 100. We're currently at hostility 3. I don't really think we'll get down below 2 to get these cleared. Although we do have one totem that's still clearing, which is 40. Let's just do the tavern. Do I want to make those last packs of luxury goods? Possibly. Let's make them out of the ale. We can do that. Let's get this staffed up with whoever we can stuff in there. A few of you people, unless... Nope, it's a... Yeah. The Druid's Hut. Why did I buy that again? Oh, the incense. Yeah, the incense. Alrighty. Why did I buy that again? Jeez, Wally. You know what? This can go away. We're not even using it. It doesn't need to be right here either way, so it can go away. Druid's Hut, go right in there. And then the tavern can go maybe right here. But we need to get that done soon. TM. And then we could make tools again. Either of those, if we wanted to open up any more caches. I think I'm just going to do maybe some of these here, some of those there. Let's get a warehouse also built out here. Warehouse. Their house. Also, priority 1. I know, you're building those things that you don't have the stuff for yet. It'll be fine. And then let's do this. That. What's in here? 10 luxury goods. Can I afford this? Yes, I can. I'm taking this anyway. Which means that you all need to stop at 10 luxury goods. Which means that you can be canceled and put back in there. Turn this off. No, actually both of you can be canceled. You can deliver, please, or you're already delivering. Good. Good, then we can sell that ale. Nice. Return the ale, please. And that should be good. Who do I put in here? An alchemist. No oil at this point, I don't think. Incense, yes. Use the resin. And the coal. No coats. Okay, and incense is used down here to make the humans happier. Sother is leaving. I'm okay with that, I think. Anything else I want from Sother? I'm going to buy some planks. Not all planks, but some planks. How much are these worth? 29. That's fine then. Go. Just so that these aren't being held up by the lack of planks. They're being held up by the lack of fabric still, but I guess I could have done that too. I'll just put another harpy in there and we'll be fine. There we go. There we go. A couple of humans come in here and get ready to plow. A couple of humans come down here and get ready to plow. Excellent. Mine has no available ore. That's too bad. Because it's garbage to us now because you don't have upgrades yet. Alright, well. That's fine. Get somebody in here. Get the fire, keep the fire going. Everybody's housed. Excellent. Trade route. Do that one. I could part with 2 of those. I don't really want to, but I could. We'll see. Don't want to part with that. I just bought it. Don't want to part with that. Probably also not... Yeah, it's worth it, I guess, but... Ooh, we got a lot more parts in, though, so we could part with 2 of these to make another one of those sales. That would be good. There we go. Alright, so we are working on this. It's going to take them a minute. Is this not going yet? Oh, they need fabric yet. Yes. Arbitrary. Harpies are still happy. That's good. We're only at hostility 1. I guess I predicted that, didn't I? That got done. They must have unloaded those. They did. Alright, we'll turn that in. We could turn it in now, but I'm not going to. Just because. It's not a win yet anyway. It will be soon, but it's not yet anyway. It's going. Could be. Could be. There's the point. Now it would be a win. Oh, let's do it actually now. The reason I did it now is because it saved us a year on the clock. It's only made 7 years instead of making it into 8 years. 3 deeds done. We only had just over 8 hostility points. Let's see. We got some machinery, we got some seal fragments, we got some food stockpiles, we got some experience points, and this is a poorer score, but given the fact that we had so much impatience here, that doesn't surprise me because we lost most of this value here. Let's continue just briefly because I want to take a quick screenshot of something. Not that we needed that. Not that we needed this. I'll put them in there anyway. Take a quick screenshot of maybe all the buildings here. Yeah, here in town is fine. Nice here in the storm. That's a better picture maybe. Clearer picture. We'll do that. Let's see. Anything else I wanted to look at or do before we leave? I don't think so. So let's leave. Move on. We won. Yes, we won. And in so winning, we got up against a world map modifier that was a risky one. We get a red one, that is. You get a royal resupply, which if you cancel that dialogue, it is up here. We can do that. Caravan wagons. In culture so centered around expeditions, wagons are always heavily sought after and rationed. Vision and embarkation range are increased by 2 until your next settlement. Do I want to use that? I don't need to use that, but I might want to. And here's why I might want to. I'll get 7 tiles instead of 6. Next one. Supply package. By controlling supply lines, our crown can easily temper the ambitions of even the most successful viceroys. It grants 4 reserve embarkation points. Maybe. And or obsidian box. The box, we'll come back to that one in just a second. The box has no lid. It can only be shattered. They say opening it before the time is right is one of the most painful ways to start with this world. Depart with this world. Oops. Grant 5 steel fragments. We definitely don't need that. So the supply package, giving us 4 reserve embarkation points. Is that better than getting an additional 9 food stockpiles? Let's see. What can we take with us? If we took everything with us, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could take all but 3 points with us. We could leave one of these 2 behind, and we could leave one of these 2 behind then. If we took the points. Is it worth taking the extra supplies, or is it worth the 9 food stockpiles that we would gain? Because that's basically the trade-off here. This gives us the extra stuff. This gives us the extra food stockpiles. Because we could go out to there or out to here instead of this one or that one, which I would do this one over that one because this one is, this one only has 1 tile blocked, this one has 2 tiles blocked. I think... I don't know. This is where I would like to actually be streaming this, because then I could actually ask for a vote, really, because it's kind of close in my mind. Someone may come up with a strong argument in the chat or in the comments or something when they're watching this, but it'll be too late by then. So I think we will do the supply package, because successfully closing this seal is very important to do. Whereas getting the 9 extra food stockpiles is nice, but we'll be fine. We'll make it up eventually. So let's take this one. Let's go to the Smoldering City before we do our embarkation setup. Let's do our deeds, of course. The 3 deeds we got. Complete 30 trade routes. Experience points for that. And win a game near the Land of Greed modifier. Experience points for that. And finally, win a game after completing 20 trade routes. Wow, we did a good job. We get the chest, which is a blue decoration, an aesthetics decoration. Nice. Alrighty, and then our upgrades tree. So, we were talking about going into this to get the Rainpunk engines. I think I'll wait until after we reset the cycle for this one, but we're here and ready to do it. We could also do this boost embarkation goods, which might not be a bad idea right now. We could gain 1 cornerstone reroll charge. Not as critical to me. Over here, we could get the human house, which might be good, but knowing my luck, I won't get humans this time. But we could do that one. Nope, we can't do that. Nope, can't do that. Nope. I think I should do... Actually, we could do this anyway. We could then do this one to get the beaver houses. That way we have at least 1 chance of getting 1 of our people housed. If we can't get them both housed, we won't be able to get all the way up to the lizards, but we can at least get, if we do this, we can at least get 1. The alternative is to take this stock to caravans, which could be good because that gives us more stuff to leave with. Let's do the beaver houses. Let's play twice here. I could also still take this cornerstone reroll, though. We're going to get however much it was. 54. We're also going to get some, I think, for completing the cycle, right? Maybe. Could be. You'd think I'd remember these things. But they change it a couple of times in the way that it works at the end of the game, so I'm not positive. But even so, that's enough to unlock this and possibly one other. So maybe we do this cornerstone reroll charge anyway. Maybe. Okay, so we're going to embark right here. As I previously outlined, it's the best choice for an embarkation point. Site, location. If we take this group, we definitely get beavers. We possibly get humans as well. It also is 7, and that's also 7. This is 2 stacks of food and some extra parts. This is 1 stack of food, some extra plant fiber, and some barrels. Here in the sealed forest, that's the seal. Yep. Plus 10% citadel resources at the end of the cycle. Right. So we do get some extra. I think we do get some extra resources. The trees here give meat, sea marrow, and leather in addition to wood. And on the ground we'll find clay, reeds, berries, mushrooms, roots, meat, insects, sea marrow, and copper. We have biome effects of Abyssal Revenge, which are those faces in the trees. Woodcutters don't increase hostility, but every 10 felled trees adds 2 hostility points. Yep. Hidden Seal. A broken ancient seal is hidden somewhere in the forest. To find it, you must first look for clues in the surrounding glades. Its mere presence in this land summons foul plagues upon your settlement during the storm. They are active only during the storm. Beacon Tower, a blueprint given to you by the Queen herself. This powerful ancient structure will allow you to summon aid directly from the Citadel. The flora in this region is bizarrely mutated. Overgrown trees with a lot more resource charges can be found in the forest. I think these are like 10x. You definitely want to aim for those, because this is 10 felled trees of any kind. And if these have more charges, then they will have more resources per hostility point, basically. So there's a thought. Of course, we have this here. The sealed forest, by the way. Somewhere in this thick and dark forest, an ancient seal is hidden. Even the ancients, in all their might and glory, couldn't defeat the creatures slumbering below. So they just imprisoned them. Over millennia, their sinister power gradually seeped to the surface, infecting the fauna and flora of this region. Viceroys don't embark here to establish settlements or gain reputation. Their main goal is simply to find and close the seal. There is still a reputation bar. There is still 14 points on said reputation bar. What was not unclear to me in the last one, because we filled the reputation bar before we closed the seal, is whether you need to have that reputation bar full when you close the seal or not. We're going to hopefully find out this time. We'll see. So I think, by the way, back to the caravans, I think we should take this one, because my usual people are better than no people thing. But we're also going to take this group of people, because people are better than no people. We'll take the wood. We're going to have clay on the ground, so we should probably stick with clay. No, we should take some stone so that we can open up a cache or two. Then we'll leave the other one behind, and we'll take the meat and the vegetables and the roots. Now, if you saw here, by the way, there are 4 points in this other box. Oops, wrong button. And there are 2 points, or there were, more points in this box. There are 5 points in this box, which is our default. So here we can take our normal 5 embarkation points that we've earned so far, base plus upgrades, and we can add 4 to it from that royal resupply that we took. So we get 9 embarkation points this time. Roots or eggs? Roots or eggs? Let's take the eggs, just for a variety. That way we can use all 9, which means we can bring a lot more stuff with us than we would otherwise be able to do. We'd have been restricted to making some decisions here, and we didn't have as much decision to make in this case. So let's go ahead and get started here and see what this biome will bring us. Now, if you watched my last series during the Steam early access period, you saw this biome 1.5 times. The half being the time that I started, it was bugged and I had to restart. We're going to see this for the first time in this series, and you may not have watched that series, so you may not have seen it even then. I don't remember the specific episode number, but it was probably 6 or 8 episodes from the end, maybe, or so. Don't quote me on that, but somewhere near the end, because this wasn't even added until nearly the end of the early access period. But that sidebar being said, we already read all these additional effects. Berry New Year, +3 to berries production. Yeah, I don't think we get berries here, so that's only helpful if we have the plantation. Looming Darkness, and actually doesn't help. Actually, it does. So one of the things with these food production ones, if you have a farm, then you still get the +3 to berries for every field planted during the drizzle, even though you don't get to harvest them until the clearance. So you still get these bonuses from farming, even though you don't get to harvest the farm until the clearance. So just to note, because I don't think we've had one of these yet here in this slot, and that way you know what this means. Looming Darkness, of course. Humid Climate. We had this one last time. Fuel consumption in hearths is increased by 20% for each hostility level. Leakage. This one we also had in the last one. No, we didn't. But the hearth resistance has decreased by 200. Since we're not really seeing blight yet, we're kind of okay there. At Hostility 3, Acid Rain is slowly eating away at all metal objects, producing copper bars crystallized due, and all goods that use metal ingots yields 50% fewer goods during the storm. And at Hostility 7, Alluring Lights, villagers with this effect have +5% chance of perishing every 15 seconds, prevented with 2 services. Luckily, it's Hostility 7, and I don't think we'll get there. But if we do, then we'll have to be, hopefully we'll be able to mitigate it somehow. So we start out here in a creepy-looking glade with the creepy-looking trees here with faces in them, possibly. And tucked away are these larger trees here. They have 20 charges versus the 2 that normal trees have. And you can see also that they yield the same ratio of goods, the 10% bonus for each of the 3 bonus goods, but since there's 20 charges, they're like chopping down 10 trees each, but they only count toward 1 tree for hostility. And you can see here trees is 0 to 10 times 4 because we're at veteran, which is a 2x hostility multiplier shown there at the top of the hostility screen panel. So let's do our usual start. We have 12 people. We have who in the hearth? We have a harpy in the hearth. That's probably fine. We'll put a lizard in there if we need to, but a harpy's probably good. Good thing we bought those beaver houses, because otherwise we would be still stuck with nothing. But I think we can do, let's see, 1, 2, should I do a third? Yeah, let's do a third. Not there, we're not. Do it there. We got some roots, we got some reeds. Okay. Unpause. Build me a tic-tac-toe grid. There, and then I'm probably gonna put housing in there. Oh boy, this is, oh boy. We're gonna have to cut out here first, I think, to get into a glade if we want to go to a glade right away. Although, well, we need to gather up some wood as quickly as possible here. So let's do just a few of these trees like that. Put 3 beavers in there. Put 3 beavers in there. I'm going to put you in range, and then I think what I want to do over here is have you clear some of this for housing for later. And we'll see how that goes. Let's do as tightly as we can against those 2 danger glades and up into that little crack back there. And then we can put the housing in that corner. Oh, 2 of you, please. First building choice. We could take the plantation. Oh, we have berries in the ground. Not gonna worry about it then. Should I take the small farm or the herb garden? The foragers camp will get us roots, but only roots. We have roots, but no herbs. We have no vegetables and no grain. We have berries and meat. That would satisfy the biscuits and the pie, if we can see them. But I think I'm still going to go with the herb garden. Just because. But we'll see. We'll wait, because I don't have any use for it right this moment anyway. And then in here we have the beacon tower, which I will build at some point and show you what it does. But for now, wait a minute. Isn't there usually red diamonds here? Or am I misremembering something? Speed it up. There's our cornerstone. And generous gifts. Newcomers bring 40% more goods with them for every hearth level gained. Could be useful. Villagers with leisure, double their yields, or 1 villager every time you discover a lost... every time you discover a new glade. I like people, and I also like stuff. We won't get any stuff right now, but we will get it soon. We'll get it before the next year, even. So I think we'll go with stuff, because I like stuff. Stuff. Let's do also the crude workstation. And probably the makeshift post as well. And then we can do houses. There and there. There and there. I lied. I'm going to do it like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12 people. That's perfect. Can I budge you over here now? I can. And then we'll put in Lazy Wally Park in here. And that way we can do the thing. And you can see they're hammering away at this tree because it's got 20 charges to it. Orders. And I did take the cornerstone before I looked at the orders. I usually wait. It's fine. 10 lizard resolve. We're at 5. That could be useful. That could also be useful. Let's do this. Value of goods sold. Or do another one of these. Giving different things. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take a look at these blueprints first. Let's go with the herb garden. Good thing we got that 4th slot, by the way. Provisioner, cooperage, smokehouse, or clan hall. It's a little bit early for one of these. Not that we couldn't use it, but I think I'm gonna go with the provisioner because I like the provisioner. And then finally, Harpy houses come up. Coats are 2 of the 3. Smokehouse gets us... Artisan or Harpy house? No plank production. I think we should do the artisan. Probably. Yeah, I think so. I'm waffling because I could also take the Harpy houses, but they're expensive on the fabric side. Not the beaver houses aren't expensive on the plank side, but dang it, this will make the Harpies happy as well as the coats. That is, but then again, it's going to require fabric to build and fabric to make the coats. Dang it. Fabric supplies aren't going to be too bad with the leather and the reeds. Coats give what? Consumables, please. Coats give +5 and +5. A harpy house would give +3 to the harpies that are living in them. Let's do the artisan. And then let's go back into here and get mad at this. I think I'll take this one again. Means making 3 more packs of building materials. But I think I want to do this one anyway. More people and the food is nice too. 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events. We're going to have copper on the ground. Here. Yep. Or harpies at 13 that are currently at 5 to get 2 extra harpies, some berries, and some parts. Let's do this one. Why the heck not? Alrighty, so let's see. We want to do that eventually. I really could use the building materials, but I didn't get them. Proceed. I'm going to pull one of you out of there and put you over here instead. And the reason I went back into this corner here is because I think there's some big trees there. Yeah, there's some big trees there. So that's the reason. 10, 10, 10, none. Put somebody in here. Yep. Use the leather that we're getting from the trees first. And we open our glade. I would like to stick that with clay, and I cannot yet. Let's see. Fertile soil, that's good. Small abandoned cache is good. Copper and some more reeds. That's also good. Let's... And this tells us, this is a new thing with this biome, this tells us in which direction we can find the seal. It is in this direction. It means it's probably in that danger glade, so we need to work our way there as quickly as possible. We need more wood to cut. Why don't you come over here and cut these big trees, these big ugly trees here. I'm going to do the shift modifier just to tag the big uglies. That is not a big ugly tree, right? There you are. Come on. Oh, it is. Okay, good. Sometimes it's hard to tell. There's a big ugly there and a big ugly there. That'll get us started. That'll give them some work to do. Yeah, we're probably going to open this danger glade, that danger glade, maybe that one. Definitely got to go to that one, which means we want to open this small glade too, and probably that one as well. I wonder if I should have just gone ahead and done that and left one of these guys over here to work on that process. Probably. Anybody who's bored can come up here and field these farms. No, farm these fields. No, build these farms. Whatever. And we can put this right there when we're done with the wood cutting, because there's plenty of room. I would like to build 1, 2, 3 a road right in here, which means I want to actually clear 2 more trees right here, just because grid reasons. Good. Hearth is ready to go. People are all housed. Excellent. And we'll actually be able to get to the next level in the next year if we want to. And I think we do. Let's get Harvester built. And then also Gatherer or something. Forager, that's the one. This biome has all the unique music, or mostly all unique music. Meat, bugs, more fertile soil, and a small abandoned cache. This will actually work out kind of nicely with the with having the provisioner and being able to make the flour. Assuming we can make all the stuff we need to get there, but because we'll be able to really crank out the baked goods here. And since in the baked goods department we have biscuits, pie, biscuits, and pie. It would be nice to crank out the baked goods. So we should probably try to get a bakery. And we'll also want to do this, of course. You're pointing in this direction. You don't say. Gee, I wonder where that seal could possibly be. Sarcasm. But you know what? We're going to leave this here. Just barely getting into this this new biome and this scary environment here that this biome conveys. And we will pop this glade open probably in the next year. That way we can get started on working this seal and see what we can work on that. You can also then be able to see what that looks like. So we're going to leave this here, and in the next episode I will see you again, and we will do those things and more. Thank you all for joining me. Have a good one. Bye for now.